Hello folks and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at our weekend positions. As I told you in the last video, the new strategy that we're going to be choosing is to sell weeklies from Sunday through Friday. So actually Monday through Friday, because we sell it usually at Sunday night. We sell these options. We carry them throughout the weekdays all the way through Friday. Friday morning it expires, and then on Friday afternoon / Friday night we sell weekend options all the way to Sunday, and then Sunday we can repeat our process. So I'm going to show you how these weekend options went, how the weeklies are doing, the ones that I opened. I recorded yesterday but wasn't able to post the video, so I'm recording this a little bit later just to show everything that I've done. We're going to also look at the copy trading, how they're doing, and current positions that I have opened, and if I believe they're going to be profitable or not by their expiration. So let's take a look at a lot of data together and analyze everything we've done so far. Let's jump right into it. So folks, as you can see, we are right here on Bitopics, and Bitcoin is at 65,862. So Bitcoin is doing very, very well. In just a few days, it went from $59,000 all the way back to $66,000, almost 66. So same thing for Ethereum. Ethereum is above 2,500. It has been stuck at that price for a while. Well, I'm hopeful to see Ethereum way over 3K again by end of the year. Again, this is what I'm hoping for. I don't know if Ethereum will have enough strength to go above the 3K, but it is something that I would like to do because again, I'm not only bullish on Bitcoin, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, but also on Ethereum for different reasons. But I also believe Ethereum is a very strong coin amongst all the others that I have in my portfolio. So that being said, I showed already the weeklies, how they went for us. And today I'm going to show you the weekend options, how they turned out, the profit that I had with those, and the current weeklies that I opened on Sunday that we are carrying all the way to next Friday. So here we sold an Ethereum 2525. We sold calls this weekend because I didn't think it was going to go up. It was actually going down. And then throughout the weekend, I saw that it was actually going to go back up, which was a correct reading of the charts from me. So I'm thankful that my due diligence paid off. So you're seeing right now the Bitcoin was 64,500 and the Ethereum was 2525. So 2,525. So I collected $2 for the Ethereum one and $3 for the Bitcoin one. Well, you might be thinking that that is very little, but actually for less than 2 days for me to make this amount of money is very, very good, because at the end of the day, these options have very high probability of profit, POP. So the POP with these options right here, selling these options, is hugely high. I'm trying to get above 90% win rate. Just make sure that I go, maybe I have to go a little safer, but I'm going to be winning more, way more than I'm losing. And we've been seeing a green performance all over this account right here, with a few exceptions, but you can see that every time I do these exceptions, they usually are options that I buy instead of selling. So the red ones are options that I'm selling, independent if they are puts or calls. You can see right here from the C for calls and P for puts, but the green ones are options that are bought. And usually I tend to get a little greedy with these. For example, this one I lost 380 bucks, but this one was a position that I was carrying all the way from June, and for some reason I decided to buy a way out of the money option, $90,000 for Bitcoin, which was stupid at least. But you can see everything else looks very good, and this brings us to the weeklies for this week that I opened on Sunday. So if we scroll down, we have them right here. One was a 2250 for Ethereum, and another one was a 59,000 for Bitcoin. And when I opened this, Bitcoin was actually around 61,000. So what I was thinking is, so maybe you will test the middle of the Bollinger right here. It could break down and go back to 59, or it could hold and go up, which ended up working in my favor. So it was a good call for me to sell puts and not calls, because otherwise I will be in huge trouble. But again, we are looking at a Q4 that it's most likely going to be green, and green by a lot. So I mean, October, November, December should be very good months. You can see from the Bitcoin returns charts, this one I use it all the time here in this channel. So if this is the first time that you're seeing this, make sure to watch the other videos to understand. But you can see that throughout halving years, so 2016, 2020, we usually have a green Q4 during the year. So you can see same thing for 2016. So what we are expecting is to see a green 2024 as well, at least Q4, which for Ethereum is actually the beginning of next year. You can see that beginning of the year is usually the best months for Ethereum. Maybe you're going to see Ethereum in the green, but not by a lot compared to Bitcoin in Q4. But during Q1 of 2025, we should see Ethereum closing that gap. So that is what I'm hopeful, at least for next year. This is why I even took leaps for next year, which is what we're going to be showing right now. The leaps that I have for 2025 and the options that I have for December this year. So by scrolling down, you see these green ones right here are options that I bought. These are options that I pay money to open instead of receiving money to open like I do when I saw options. So I have two for September 2025 and I have two for December this year. So by the end of December this year. So let's start from December. For December, I have Bitcoin at $65,000, which is currently at the money, almost in the money for this one. And then I have Ethereum at $4,000. So the Ethereum one, I'm not sure I'm going to make any money out of it. And this one's going to be a little bit of a stab money wise because I'm going to lose $1,600 for this one. Yikes. But for the Bitcoin one, I still think I'm going to be at least even with the amount of money I'm going to make. Maybe I'm not going to make any, but I'm not going to lose any. But I'm very, very hopeful that I'm going to be making money out of this. And here it is red, mainly because there's not enough liquidity on the other side. No market makers are interested in quoting this option right now. But most likely when I will try to close it, it will be in the green, or at least, as I said before, even. And then we have for next year, so September next year, I have two options: the 2800 for Ethereum, which could make us a lot of money, and then we have the 70,000 for Bitcoin. Do you think Bitcoin by the end of Q4 this year will be above 70K? I believe so. So imagine what price Bitcoin will be by the end of September next year. Maybe it will be over 100K, and that would mean a lot of money in my pocket with this option right here. And Ethereum 2800 is not a bad number. So even if you go to 3000, 3500, we are going to make some money with these leaps right here. So these are the positions that I have on the option side. If we go to the copy trading is performing amazingly. You can see that from October 11 to 13, we went up by 0.5% more or less, and that brought October to 5.6% performance wise, which is amazing. We've seen 14.5 in July, 7.5 in August, 10.08 in September, and now 5.6 in October, which could mean that we could be looking at another 10% per month by the end of October. Again, the past P&L for the 30 days has been 11.2, but the total P&L has been 52%. On the Phoenix side as well, we have amazing returns right here. So far, we are at 33.9% returns on the overall vault, but the P&L for the last 30 days is at almost 2%. So imagine 2% per month is still ridiculous if you compare to anything in TradFi or anything of what we have similar here on any other platform. So independent, if you think the 0DTE are risky, the Phoenix one are safer, and it still gives you above the market returns. So this could be good for you if you're interested. How do you do that? Well, check the first link in the description for you to log in and deposit into our vault. And here we have our returns. The 500 I deposited back in June 11th. They are now worth $677. So that is 35.5% increase in just a matter of few months. This is ridiculous. This is so good, and we're very proud of what we made here. And for the two deposits of $49, they are right now at 54.75, so almost $55, which is an increase of 11.73%. So still regarding this weeklies that we sold, I believe it will be touching the 66. Bitcoin will be touching the 66,000, mainly because there is a huge liquidation magnet here looking at the 66,000 and a half. I think it will be drawn towards that number, because usually the harder it is for the liquidation, the stronger it is. Like this number is calling Bitcoin to touch that number at least once to liquidate a bunch of, in this case, short positions, which we can see right here. In the last 24 hours, most of the liquidations that happened were from short positions, not only Bitcoin, but the overall crypto market. $200 million liquidated were from short positions. So I still believe my strategy of selling puts right here will pay off by Friday. We'll be collecting $13 and $14 overall in this position. So huge returns so far. If you have any positions open, let me know down in the comments what what are your beliefs for the week or for the month if you're selling monthlies. It's not something that I do, but I would love to hear from you what you have to say down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday for another video. Peace out.